سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم ولا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجواد الكريم. So the last point in the Ruqyah is the shirk. Sihr and seeing the future is shirk and kufr. That is well known. But there are other forms, shapes of shirk that many Muslims ignore and many Muslims practice. So the first of it is sacrifices for jinns. Whether it be black chicken or black sheep or milk or fruits or honey or money or cigarettes or wine or anything or candles that are lit for jinns, anything that is given for jinns, it is shirk. It is always shirk. And that is shirk that is bringing you out of Islam. May Allah Ta'ala forgive us. As well as you cannot be Muslim and worship an idol. So if you worship an idol even 1 minute a day or 1 minute in a year, you're not Muslim anymore. Or your Islam is nil. And if someone asks you to slaughter a black sheep or a black chicken to cure yourself, you must know that it is shirk. Because Rasulullah said, "Dawu mardakum bis-sadaqat." Treat your ill people with alms, with sadaqat. But this sadaqah, there is no point in looking for a black sheep or a black chicken to make sadaqah. Whatever food you are giving or money you're giving to poor or clothes or help to mosque, it is all sadaqah that can cure your ill person. So when it comes to a black sheep and a black chicken, that is conditions that jinns give. Because in jinns' world, the black sheep is not the same as another sheep, and the black chicken too. So that is the conditions that jinns give. And when you do that for the jinns, even if you say Bismillah when you are slaughtering your sheep, it still is shirk, because you have done it for the jinns and it is for them. And the Bismillah you are saying is not going to change that. It's like if you are slaughtering a pork, so a pig, even if you say Bismillah or not say Bismillah, it is still a pig, it is always haram. So the first point in shirk is the sacrifices given to jinns. And the second point is using the names of jinns in writings or dhikr or dua. May Allah Ta'ala help us, because if you find some dua in some books that have some funny names inside, you must never use those dua. If it is Quran or Hadith dua and you don't understand some words in that Hadith, it is not a problem. You can use it because it is Quran or Hadith. But if it is not Quran and Hadith and it comes in any other book, you must never use those funny names. Because I am telling you, each and every time we check them out, it is jinns, and it is shayateen, and it is bad jinns, napak jinns, always. And I'm giving you some examples. These examples are very painful. Once I was in one city, and the second imam of the city told me that he also is treating people, and he has one dua, one prayer to treat people that he has learned from his father and grandfather and great-grandfather. They all were big imams, and they are passing each other on this very strong dua. And when he reads this dua on a nil person, the jinn will run away from him immediately and will be afraid from this dua and run away. But in this dua there are some words that he does not understand. Hashtabush, kashkush, tashtush, these kinds of words. So I told him that we cannot use these things. We cannot use, we only treat by Quran. And when we see things we say things we don't understand, we don't know what that can be. And he said, yes, Imam Malik, because we are Maliki, has said, وَمَا يُدْرِيكَ لَعَلَّهُ كُفْرٌ. How do you know? It could be kufr. When you are saying things you don't understand, you could be saying kufr, not even knowing it is kufr. And I said, well, you yourself, you are telling me that Imam Malik has forbidden to do this, but you are doing it. Now, if you want, we're going to check those jinns. We're going to bring them by jinn catching and say what it is about and see what it is about. So he asked to see. So when we brought those jinns, bi'idhnillah tabarak wa ta'ala, they were shayateen. And it is words of kufr. When the person says them, the shayateen come to help him. You see? You see how dangerous it is, how bad it is. And that really hurts me because some people are making kufr consciously, yani willingly. They have chosen to be with shaitan. For example, they're praying without wuzu, or they are making rituals, kufr rituals with Quran or any other things that are kufr. They have chosen to be kafir, to have the power of sorcery. But other people think it is karama, it is coming from Allah, it is a gift from Allah, and it is Allah's power, and it is something special that Allah has given them. And they think they are pious, but they are doing something that the religion did not accept. That is the point. They are doing something that the religion, and he himself says that Imam Malik has forbidden to do this, and he is saying things I don't know what it means, and I don't know where it came from, because he has had it from his great-grandfather. He says maybe the first one had it in a dream. Yes, a dream. So what tells you that this dream comes from Allah, comes from shaitan? It is the content of the dream. So if that dream is giving you something that does not go with the religion, so you must refuse it. So that harmed me very much, because how all these big imams, leading people, are making kufr. Ya Allah. So not use jinns' names in dhikr or dua, or yani dhikr or dua or writings. For example, in many writings we find what? We find Ilahi bihurmati yamliha maksalima kashfut tfati anus, etc. wa kalbihim qatmir, and their dog qitmir. And their dog qitmir. And they say that this is the names of the Ashab al-Kahf, the people of the Kahf. The people of the cave, yeah, the cave people, that in Surah Al-Kahf, Surah Al-Kahf. And even if it was the names of people of Kahf, what need do we have to ask Allah by those names? Do you ask Allah, Ya Allah, I ask you by the name of Muhammad, Ibrahim, Musa, Isa, and Nuh? We don't say that. So why should we look for the names of Ashab al-Kahf, the people of the cave, to ask Allah? And their dog qatmir, yani how can you say, Ya Allah, I am asking you by the importance of this dog that has died some 2000 of years ago? How can you say that? You're asking Allah by the value of the dog? This is really yani this is not normal. To ask Allah by the value of the dog. And what's that dog going to do for you? La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Wa kalbihim qatmir, and their dog qatmir. And actually they are all names of shayateen. It is all names of shayateen. And we have brought this shaitan qatmir, that in some countries they put qatmir on the letters that they send by post, hoping that that qatmir they write on the letter will help that letter come to its destination. As that dog that has been guarding the cave for 300 years. Subhanallah, did Allah Ta'ala or Prophet ﷺ teach us to write qatmir on our letters? So that it will be safe? So this shaitan qatmir told me that yes, he works to bring those letters to destination. So it does work. It does work. It gives some result. The shaitan qatmir will be keeping your letter until it comes to destination. But I asked him, what are you taking in exchange? He says, now I take what I want in their lives. So you are paying that post very, very high price. You are losing your faith because you are putting in the name of shaitan, asking that shaitan to keep your letter. And he is going to take from your life money and wealth and health much more than what you have earned. So the second shirk is using the names of jinns in writing or dhikr or dua. And the third shirk is rings and bracelets for protections and for luck, for good luck. So if someone gives you a ring, telling that can protect you, that there's the name of Allah in this ring, and has a big power, it always is shirk. It always is shirk. And it always is working with jinns. And the fourth shirk is tama'im, that is ta'wiz, hiriz, grigri, ktab. That one attaches on himself, on his body, in his house, in his car, in his workplace, in any place, for protection. Now understand me well, some ulama from Shafi'i and Hanafi have authorized the tama'im that only have Quran and dua inside. Not in Maliki, Hanbali, only in Shafi'i and Hanafi. Some ulama have authorized it, and not all of them, some of them. But only to write what is authorized to recite. Writing what you recite and keeping on you. Some have authorized this. So I'm not discussing about this. But in 95% of the cases that we take from our patients, we take off this tama'im, we open them to see what's inside. We nearly never find just dua and Quran. There always is something mixed to it. Jinns' names, like this Ilahi bihurmati yamliha, like the name of Badduh, like other names that are names of jinns, and numbers and signs, like stars and different signs and numbers, and squares with numbers. So I'm just going to tell you a word on the squares with numbers. So some people say that those numbers are names of Allah and verses of Quran. I have developed this in my website. I'm just saying one word. That Allah Ta'ala, you cannot replace Him by numbers. And you cannot replace Quran by numbers. This does not exist in Islam. Where does it come from? In Arabic, in time of Prophet ﷺ, Arabs did not have numbers. So they used letters for numbers. Alif is 1, Ba is 2, Ja is 3, Da is 4, Ha is 5, etc. 10, 20, 30, 90, 100, 200, 300, and that is the letters of the alphabet giving numbers. So if you take Allah, Alif is 1, Lam is 30, Lam is 30, and Ha is 5. That gives us a total of 66. That means the number of Allah is 66. So now, can you say 66, help me, 66, forgive me, and 66, give me your mercy? It's not possible. If you write 66 over your bed or in any place, does that have any meaning? Absolutely no meaning. So why writing 66 and other things in a cross and keeping that with you, and you think that's going to protect you from something, that's going to do something for you? Absolutely not. That has no meaning. For example, we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is 786. I did not check it out. But let's just suppose that it is 786. Can you eat? You say 786 and you eat. Or before going to toilet, you say 786 and you go to the toilet. Does that have any effect? Will that chase shaitan away from you? Would that give you any barakat? Absolutely not. That has no meaning, no effect. And if you think that the number of Allah is 66, how many other words will give you 66? Can you imagine? Many words are going to give you the same total of 66. Allah is 1 plus 30 plus 30 plus 5. So how many combinations can you do to get 66? Many combinations. And one day we call the jinn that hasn't had the number of 66. You see? So all that business comes back to jinns and shayateen and shirk. And Rasulullah said that the tama'im are shirk. These things we approach tama'im ma yu'allaq lil hifadh, that you hang on you to get protection. And it is what Allah Ta'ala has says, وَإِنَّهُ كَانَ رِجَالٌ مِنَ الْإِنسِ يَعُوذُونَ بِرِجَالٍ مِنَ الْجِنِّ فَزَادُوهُمْ رَهَقًا. Some people were seeking the protection of jinns, and they harmed them even more. So this is the 4 kinds of shirk that you must leave. sacrifices for jinns, using the names of jinns in writing or dhikr or dua, rings or bracelets of chants or protection, and ta'wiz, hiriz, ktab, tama'im, grigri. All these things you put on yourself. Now, if you have a poster in your house that only has Quran and the names of Allah Ta'ala, there's no problem. But if it has numbers, you must leave it. And if it has squares with letters, you must also leave it. There was one very famous one that has Hafiz, and then Hafiz, and then Hafiz, in square, in all different ways. Hafiz, protector. And under it, there's one verse of poetry that is written, لي خمسة أطفي بها حر الوباء الحاطمة المصطفى والمرتضى وابناهما والفاطمة. I have 5 to protect me from big dangers. Mustafa, Murtada, their 2 sons, and Fatima. You see? So the Hafiz, the protector he's talking about, is not Allah. Is not Allah. It is Muhammad sallallahu Ali, Hassan, Hussein, and Fatima. And don't tell me this is a Shia thing. This is used by Sunnis. Used by Sunnis, and we have called the jinn called Hafiz. You see? Hafiz. May Allah Ta'ala protect us. So if you have things in your house, check it that it only has dua and Quran and names of Allah Ta'ala, and it does not have anything else. May Allah Ta'ala help us and protect us. I'm going to introduce myself in the end of this. My name is Ben Halima Abderraouf. I'm born in 67, so now I am 45. I am Tunisian. My father is Tunisian, my mom's American. I'm living in France since 1986. So I also have French nationality. I am engineer in statistics and economics. I also have a master in Arabic language. I have converted to Islam when I was 15, and I have made hifz of Quran, and I am founder of a publishing house, Islamic publishers, that in French, that's called Le Figuier, where I have written and translated and published about 20 books on Islam. Amongst them is Hayat al-Sahaba, Sahaba ka Zindagi, Life of Sahaba, that I have translated of Shaykh Yusuf rahimahullah, that I have translated into French. Now I am practicing Ruqyah professionally since 1997, now it is 15 years. And since 2005, I'm spending all my time, most of my time, turning around in Africa and other places to treat people and to train people and to establish Ruqyah centers. So today we have over 60 centers throughout 15 countries in the world. May Allah Ta'ala help us and guide us, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.